What are we, almost 9:30? The longer we go, the more likely we're going to wake up in the daylight, aren't we? No, settle down, mate. Already indicating. Let me in. No, I've been pushy. Oh, man. How could I put my foot down? Oh, thank goodness. Am I going to get in front of him? Yeah, I have. That was lucky. Shouldn't have been so impatient and tried to overtake him.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Never mind. Who said I was minding?
Go straight on.
I am. Straight on to sleep. Can we drive straight? Oh, we can. I was wondering if I had to reverse. Oh, I might have to because I'm parking right in front of other truck. I'll be alright. Come on, just bring up the sign. Say, please sleep. There we go. Right, how much cash are we going to get? Come on, my workers. Bring it home for me. Oh, there you go, Causey. Oh, well, at least you cost me under 1,000. That makes a change. 4 grand. 10 grand. Tell you what, my workers are really coming to stepping up now, aren't they? After being so useless for so long and leaving ATS. Look at that, 15 grand. They're just finally performing like ATS workers. Even though ATS workers have decided as of last week they'll work like ETS workers. We got enough. Hang on, we got enough for a trailer. Let's get that out of the way before we get up and going into crash cam. I'm sure Causey's rubbing his hands with glee because it's raining and we're going to be in crash cam, so the likelihood of me hitting something has gone up tenfold. Me driving actually puts that likelihood up almost to 100% of crashing. Trailer. Whoa. So we got the curtain side last time, so we're... Oh, how many garages have we got actually? This is our third, so we must be onto this one. Oh, if there's anyone new watching and wondering what I'm doing here, why am I just going like this? There's a whole big competition going on, which you can find out by typing in !truck, exactly what the competition is. But basically, every time we get a garage, we've got to buy 1 trailer after we filled it up with workers, and I'm going through each trailer because the end goal is, Causey's just brought up then, thank you, the end goal between the two trucking sims, ETS and ATS, is see which one is the first one to have 100 garages and $100 million in the bank. So there's going to be plenty of garages to go through these one at a time and then come back round, and we just go through the different options. So we configure it. So this time round we'll go with the single, next time we come round we'll go with the double, then the B double, and like that. Right, we only got that. The axle, however, that will pretty much stay the same depending. That one we won't be cycling around. This is 20 feet. Should we go with the 40? We'll go with the 40 footer. I didn't see it change. Was that my imagination? But I'm sure it didn't get longer. It doesn't get shorter. Oh, I see. Oh, heck yeah, I like that. We'll have those, whatever they do. I'll want them. I don't care. They just look good. I have no clue what they do. I'm a trucker, I'm supposed to know, but you know. Let's just go with the look of it. Paint, as usual, we'll be going with basic. Accessories, we will be adding that. How much have we spent so far? So we've got another 11 grand to spend at the most. Pink, as usual. You want it pink? Don't we already have pink? This always gets me, eh? That's more purple. Give me pink. Hot pink. People's obsession with pink. Yeah, how's that? Is that what you want? What you really, really want? Nice. This always gets me. I forget how to apply this. It's already applied, isn't it? I'll just leave it like that, don't I? If I click on that, it says yeah. Okay, so what are we up to? 42. So we've got 8 grand to spend. There is budgets, by the way, for anyone new here. With the trailers, it's 50,000. With the trucks, it's 150, except for my truck, which the budget varies. It goes up 50,000 with each garage. Currently, I've got 3 garages, so the truck I'm driving in now had a budget of 250. The next garage will go up to 300, and so on and so forth. Exclusive. Oh, I like the exclusive. Who doesn't want to be exclusive? Get the strobes on. I like that. What are we up to? 43. Don't have to spend 50,000, just roughly around that. No more. That's the thing. No more than 50,000. Right. Let's go with the chrome box. Why? Because that gets us closer to the 50,000. Oh, hang on. We better sort out the tyres. Let's do them first, eh? Give them the good old Michelin ones there. We'll do all the tyres first, see where we're at. No, not that one. Where was the other? There it is. You. So we're up to 48 grand. Somewhere around 1,200. Well, if I go with you... What are you? There we go. Near enough. Right, we get to drive that when we get back, if we get back to our garage in Lithuania. This one goes to, doesn't it? Right, purchase. Oh, so when we get back there, every time we go back to one of our garages, we grab the trailer that's at that garage. And we take it for a spin until we get back to one of our garages, then we send it back. Right, we can get back on the road. There's that heartbeat sound, which I thought only the Renault, I only ever heard on the Renault before, but it's on this as well. Ozzy, mate, talking about you before. Saying how wonderful a person you are with your lovely donation. Once again, thank you for that yesterday. A huge donation. I didn't do it. Just watching my glass of water vibrating. Oh, okay, that'll be my fridge. That's how sturdy my house is. Mind you, the fridge is only about 10 feet away from me, but I could feel the ground vibrating, and I was wondering if it was the start of an earthquake, a small earthquake, and I was just looking at the glass of water. So I took my headset off to see if I could hear anything, and I could hear my fridge. Yeah, well, you know what chat's like. Everything's got to be pink. Right, let me get the mirrors up. Let me get that up. Let me get into gear. Handbrake off. And crash cam. Also, anyone new for the stream, basically I alternate. We spend a day in this view, crash cam as it's come to know, because I generally crash when I'm in this view more than I do in the other. I do it because I like to see more of the scenery, but more importantly the roar of the engine. It's a lot louder in this view. So yeah, we'll spend a day. I'll spend a day in this, and then we spend a day in the cab view for the realism, and every now and then we go into outside view so we can see more of the landscape. And I give guys in chat the joy of me possibly crashing because I'm not good at driving in that view, especially when the steering reacts differently. It's a lot more sensitive in that view than it is in all the others. I just have to sneeze on my steering wheel and it almost does a U-turn. Get into gear. We're going to Marseille, isn't it? In France. We end up back in Spain, mate, so back where it all began. And where we did our last delivery, I couldn't find a job for any of our companies that we had a contract for, so I had to drive back to home base in Madrid. So we're coming out of Madrid and heading into France. Oh mate, yeah, I'm good. Yourself? Absolute privilege having you 2 streams in a row. Oh, it was all over the show, but I was trying to do something on the side there. Don't like when they drive this slow, especially in the fog. Because A, I can't see them. B, when I do it, I don't like the fact that they know something I don't. Well, hey, sorry, didn't see you, because it's foggy. How are you today, Cole? You all good, bud? Alright, now I'm off and running. With the state of this weather and everything else, even I'm going to be surprised if I don't crash. Get into gear. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. I've got no more than 12. There's another 10 grand. Look at it coming in. Apparently, I own a mint. Exciting or promising or both? Causey. We got the added bonus of being a sunny day, and I forgot to do my door. Not that I really wanted to shut that over because of the heat, restrict the airflow. I guess we're still in Spain, unless this is the reworked toll booths they did, and now all of them in all countries, you know, this thing where you've got to go to the far right to go through them, which would be annoying. I guess we still are in Spain, considering there was an L in that sign back there before the big long word or whatever it was. Maybe it was Spanish for the sleepy petrol station. Oh, well, another big clue. Barcelona. Okay, I wasn't having any problems getting it into gear earlier than after a sleep. What do you know? Doesn't want to go into gear. Oh, this fog's awful. Yeah, you get out of my way. Good lad. Actually, wouldn't my load be getting heavier? This hasn't got a top to it. Look at that. That should be filling up with water. Where's the realism? It's just simulator. Simulate the water going into the back of that, would you? That would be good. Like I said, I've always wished there was a bit of wind aspect to this, you know, you had to deal with a bit of gale force winds and weather like this. Pushing your truck over. So that would be nice too, you know, if you got something like that, fills up with water and makes it a little bit heavier, and then you got the sloshing of the liquid. To contend with. That's windy's edge, yeah. We're going to be good, because I know driving, I mean Causey, no not Causey, Lossing could probably confirm this if he's still here. You've probably driven a tanker on the back with liquid in, and I'm sure that's a lot harder to continue with driving that than it would be just like a normal load like these trucks up here. So a tanker like that full of liquid, because you've got all that weight of the liquid moving from right to left, don't you? How come only you got all these lanes and only these two are open? Oh, Vonnie in with £5 helped me pay for the toll. I said transfer €5 over so I could pay for it, not 5,000, but I'll take it. Yeah, we're up to 31 grand already. And we've still got 7 hours to go on our first delivery. I sound happy about this, don't I? And I am. I'm quite happy, because I was really worried the way it was going that ETS was just going to mow over ETS. ATS was going to mow over ETS. I think I said ETS, didn't I? It's just going to leave it in its wake. It was so bad for those who didn't watch us. It was so bad that I had given up that ETS would actually catch up to ATS, let alone overtake ATS in the competition and lead it. And it did that. We spent most of last year with ATS in the lead. When we first started, ETS was well in the lead for a while, and then ATS just took off and never looked back for so long. Oh, does it? Didn't realise that. Yeah, so ATS was, for the most of last year, in the lead. ETS was struggling, and then around December, out of nowhere, ATS came back, and it's sort of been to-ing and froing since January between the lead. But last week, I think it's the biggest lead that ETS has had in a very, very, very long time. Thanks, truck. Thanks for doing to me and pulling out in front of me. Another toll booth. Thank goodness the fog is gone. Oh, they do use the other lanes. Stay up. Yeah, it was a bit, and the insurance disease. The fact that ATS has insurance and this doesn't until I got the mod for it. But I realised what a silly move that was. Because it's about what the games come with, which is the best one, easiest one to make money with. So if ETS doesn't come with insurance, which is silly, it should. And I don't know why they've never added it in, no clue. But I've always said eventually, because this is more or less a trial run, I had to sort out the rules, and when we came up with different situations I didn't think about and set a rule for it. We finally got there, so even though whatever one wins this time, eventually we'll come back and do it again to confirm that that one is the winner, is the best one. Now we've got all the rules set, so we start from scratch with the rules completely set, so we know where we're at. And that time I will not be adding the insurance mod into the ETS. It'll be completely what the game comes with. Hopefully by that time SES would put it into ETS. You got ads, do you? I had ads at the beginning, not that you can hear me because you've got ads, but not now. La France. Yeah, I didn't get any. I got one when I first started, but I didn't get one then. So yeah, we're now in La France. Don't trust you, I can see you pulling out in front of me. How far? We've got another 5 hours. Tell you what, the way it's been going so far, we might end up with another garage this stream. Probably not, that would have been the spate of them. We've had a whole bunch of income come in. So the chances... Oh, hello. Toll booth. You gonna let me through? Have I done this again? Have I done it again? Hello. Like last week, we ended up crashing into the toll booth because I wasn't supposed to go down that one. Hello, you. Wait, you truck. There we go. So I tell you what I had done. I went in. Actually, it was two things I did, and I don't remember what the other one was. But anyway, I went in and rearranged the load order for Pro Mods Middle East and put it back down to the bottom. How I used to originally have it, not what they say to have it. And so far I haven't seen any cars flying about. They've actually stopped and waited for me on the on-ramps. So whether or not that did play a havoc and there's a reason for all that happening, interesting. Even more so, the interesting that I stopped it by doing a load order that they don't suggest on Pro Mods. They suggest having the Middle East above the normal Pro Mods instead of having it underneath. The whole thing actually seems to be running smoother as well. Yeah, well, give it time, then again. I seem to be rather lucky lately. Avoiding crashes. I thought she said keep right. I got my beacons on. Okay, which button's that again? Would it be you? Oh, there we go. You better speed up. By the time I get to you, you better speed up. This is a drive on through one, isn't it? This is the one where you get your fries and... There we go. I'll drive through. I've got... Yeah, let me get into traffic and get cruise control on. I have an A, one that changes the behaviour of the AI. Oh, that was the other thing I added on. Thanks. Thanks, Aussie. I added another mod on. Turns out, which might be the reason why I'm not having problems with the traffic either. I've always had a mod to answer part of your question. It's an AI traffic mod, and what it does is it changes the behaviour, or what would be the word for it? don't know, but what it does is it changes how the traffic behaves, sort of. Not in the way they drive, but how much traffic's around depends on the time of day and the location. So what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to set up rush hour traffic in cities between certain hours, obviously going to work and coming home times, less traffic at night, less traffic in rural areas, and less police around as well, so you don't get ticketed every time you speed. I've got it for both games because the guy did it for both games. But it turns out there was actually an add-on which I only found out last week, and I've had this mod for donkey's years. And I only found out last week there's an add-on for that mod if you're using pro mods. So I added that on. I knew there was a second thing I added on. So yeah, I added that on with it last week, and it's running. It might be one of the reasons why it is running smoother. Might have nothing to do with the load order of the maps. The other traffic I've got is mainly Jazzy Cat's mods. So all of his, except for his trailers, his buyable trailers, but that's not AI traffic, that's obviously trailers you can buy. In fact, well, maybe I do have it, I can't remember. So I've got his like AI traffic, which just basically he adds real life cars and real life brands into the game. So I've got his AI traffic for cars, I've got this motorcycle one, I've got his bus one, I've got the different trucks. There's the BDF trucks, there's painted trucks, there's he's got a mod. He also does mods where you can take extra cargo like railway trains and stuff, or anything to do with the railway, military stuff, and some overweight trailers or overweight cargo. But with the overweight cargo and that, he's got packs where they can be added into the traffic as well. And I did have a Russian pack of his when he used to have Rush Map. Yeah, they are good, eh? It was real good. He just keeps updating them all the time. So you've got to keep downloading them. And I got those in both games too. But I've used Jazzy Cat for a very, very long time. And that's all I've ever used, really. That's all I ever really needed was Jazzy Cat. Just to get that realism of real cars on the road, real trucks, real truck names, brand names and stuff. Right, we're 2 hours out and the rain stops. But yeah, I've got quite a few mods. I've got a lot more mods with ETS than I use on ATS. A lot more. Most of them, you can see which ones I've got. The majority of them, some of them have been chopped and changed because I had 3 mods in ATS, 2 mods in ATS where I was looking for another. I was looking for one that gave me real gas station names, petrol station names, and the only one I could find for a long time, it hadn't been updated or worked on for a long time, so it didn't really work with the newer versions of ATS. And then I found one that actually added that, as well as added real billboard advertising, which I had a separate mod for that, so I was able to get rid of that one.